Talking about market, we must first discuss its definition. In economics, a market refers to any platform, no matter virtual or physical, that allows the exchange of goods. Therefore, both physical stores and online stores are regarded as markets. Depending on the characteristics, we can classify markets into two main types: perfect competition and imperfect competition. In this video, we're going to explore the perfectly competitive market first. The classification of market structure relies on four main features. 1. Number of sellers. 2. Barriers to entry and exit. 3. Nature of goods. 4. Perfectness of information. Regarding these four aspects, a perfectly competitive market has the following characteristics. 1. Many sellers. In a perfectly competitive market, there are many sellers. Each of them are independent, and they won't help or interfere in other sellers' business. Therefore, sellers don't have any influence in the market. 2. No barriers to entry or exit. There are no barriers to entry into and exit from a perfectly competitive market, and thus sellers can join or leave the market anytime. If sellers find joining a market profitable, they may enter the market at any moment they like. 3. Homogeneous products. In a perfectly competitive market, all the products are homogeneous. In other words, goods sold by any seller in the market are the same from the consumer's point of view. 4. Perfect market information. Last but not least, every buyer and seller enjoys perfect market information during the whole transaction process. That means all the parties know the price, quantity, and changes in demand and supply completely. And we can deduce the following 3 points from the four features we've just mentioned. 1. Both sellers and buyers in a perfectly competitive market are price takers. Being a price taker means that the seller is unable to influence the market price. It can only take the market price as given. Since all the goods in the market are homogeneous, it doesn't make a difference for buyers to buy the goods from any sellers. In addition, buyers are fully aware of all the information. If any seller sets a price higher than the market price, even just a little bit, the seller's sales will immediately drop to zero. Therefore, sellers can only set its price equal to the market price. Meanwhile, given there are a large number of sellers, they can't cooperate and manipulate the market price. That's the reason why they're called price taker. The same logic applies to buyers in the market as well. 2. No non-price competition. Sellers can sell all the goods they are willing and able to sell at the market price, and so they don't need to compete for buyers through non-price competition. As a result, there won't be any non-price competition in the market. 3. Perfect competition doesn't exist in reality. Because of the features homogeneous goods and perfect market information, perfect competition does not exist in reality. Every single item of the same kind, like fruits or vegetables, are actually somewhat different from each other. And for products like newspapers and magazines, technically each single item is the same. However, being sold at different points of sales may bring different degrees of satisfaction to buyers. For example, some people may think that the newspapers from newspaper stands are dirtier than those from convenience stores. Some may think the vegetables sold at supermarkets are fresher than those in the wet markets. In addition, even after thousands of comprehensive market research studies, sellers won't be able to know all the ideas in buyers' heads. Therefore, strictly speaking, perfect competition doesn't really exist in this world. Nevertheless, economists often adopt the perfect competition model as the basis for economic analyses. So the model of perfect competition is still useful. In the next video, we'll look at the 3 imperfectly competitive market structures.